Hey beautiful people, welcome back to Wilder Path Farm. Here we're located in northern Canada where we do homesteading, gardening, and everything in between. I know, we're gonna share them with people. No, doesn't mean you can eat them. They're not food. I wanted to share with you some of my favorite homesteading books that have helped me start this homestead this year. So I think definitely my first two were these ones. This one was actually sent to me by another friend here on YouTube. So Polyface Micro is more of a general look at the overall homestead, from food to livestock, where you're placing things such as your barn, your fencing, your water. This gave me a really good overall look at where I wanted to place things, how I wanted to do things specifically, such as moving livestock that are grazing animals, such as these horses and my goats right behind you, daily to regenerate the property. If you're new here, we have 64 acres, mostly of woods. So what that means, there's not a lot of grass. We are just building our pastures. So this introduced me to the different types of pastures, like your wooded pasture, where it's a mixture of grass and trees. It also introduced me to putting chickens on grass, which we did this year, and put our meat birds on some grass that actually wasn't growing too well. And guess what? It's growing really well now. I mean, if the snow wasn't here. This permaculture property really breaks down your zones and where to place things. Now, nothing really here is permanent. Even this wooded fence, which is semi-permanent, could technically be taken down. It's not cemented in. So yeah, I think that this would be a really good book to start off with. A friend sent it to me when we first moved here, and it really helped me out and kind of clear my vision and my values for this property, which was just perfect. So thank you. The Polyface Micro I would definitely recommend to anyone who is interested in homesteading. Joel Salatin's way of viewing the homestead is very, very cool. I really love his perspective. Some of his tips and tricks really made our first 8 months here on our homestead successful. So yeah, I really love this book. We definitely recommend. Although we did not go slow, I definitely would recommend for anyone to go slow. And one of the first places that I started 3 years ago was cooking and canning. These girls think I have a treat for them. If you're new, this is Peach and Clover. And there are two milk goats. They're both Nubians and the most sweetest goats ever. But if you're in the introductory phase of just starting out, I definitely recommend a good cookbook and a good canning book. Now, I could probably list off a million cookbooks for you, and sometimes I even just resort to Pinterest for some recipes, but this canning book is definitely one that I have been very reliant on. And as you can see, there's so many different post-it notes of things that I've been using over this season and that I'm still using right now in preparation for Christmas. This book in itself has recipes for jam and jellies, but it also teaches you how to can. So if you're new to canning, whether it's water bath or pressure canning, this book really helped me start to learn what to can, what I could preserve, and what I actually enjoy. So it being our first year, we jumped right in, and I think that's more because we spent a couple of years dreaming about this. And I would definitely recommend, if you're still in the dreaming stage, to give these books a good try, or a really good introduction into the homesteading life. Now, of course, I have to recommend Jessica Soward's two current books that she has out right now. The first one is The First Time Gardener Growing Vegetables, and the second one being The First Time Homesteader. These two are a really good general overview of what you may inspire you to start, or if you're just looking at getting started, this is a really good introductory book. Although it doesn't go deep into facts or anything like that, the pictures themselves are absolutely stunning. As for the gardening book, even for someone like me here in northern Canada, and I've been gardening for a few years now, there is still really helpful charts and information in these books that is really valuable to pretty much anyone. Justin Rhodes' book I find is actually a really good read. It goes through your dreams, your successes and failures to expect, as well as awesome, beautiful pictures, great information that really helped me get started and start dreaming about all of this. Now, we're 8 months in, so we're nowhere near where we're going to be. And we've never done this before. The only thing that I've done is horses. So I'm good with horses, but everything else is new to me. So I definitely give one of these 3 books a try. Obviously it's winter right now. I am layered up and cozy. So this book is definitely not one that I'm pulling out right this second, but it is definitely one that I've relied on spring, summer, and fall. As someone who is completely new into identifying plants, this book, Herbal Medicine, Natural Remedies, has been almost like a handbook for me when I go into my woods. As I said earlier, I do have 64 acres, and as you can see, it's mostly woods. So with that being said, this is what actually helps me identify some plants that I have growing in my woods. So I do plant a lot of these in my gardens, but some of these I wouldn't know what they would look like otherwise. So having this book at the ready, all this information from this book and any of the other ones that I've recommended in this video has been 100% accurate for me in my area here. The books that I've recommended have been an absolute lifesaver, starting out from going from the city to a homestead within 8 months, which was absolutely insane. So I would definitely recommend this book as well. It even has a lot of really good recipes to help you get started on your herbal medicine journey. I'm only here to recommend that this book is a really great place to start if you're new to herbal medicine. These books have been an absolute lifesaver for me, and I've gotten a lot of my inspiration through my ideas that I want to do here on my homestead and ones that I've already pursued through these books, and I wouldn't be where I am without them. So thank you to all the authors, and definitely if you're getting into homesteading, these are definitely some books that you should try out. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and if you aren't already, please hit the subscribe button because it really helps us out in the algorithm. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.